And we're back, YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate that. And today, let's talk about Company of Heroes, which is a World War II squad-based RTS game from 2006. Man, time flies. It's almost been 12 years now. So how does it hold up? Quite well, actually. Really, it does. I mean, apart from some muddy terrain textures and the lack of facial details on the characters, it looks good. I really mean that. I mean, the cinematics and the way that the cutscenes seamlessly transition into the game engine and the gameplay itself, I mean, it still blows me away. It's amazing looking. Story, it's loosely based on the events during the bigger battles in the war, and the soldiers themselves are really forgettable, mostly because they're exposable. In this game, soldiers are a resource. You need them. You need to win a battle with soldiers, of course, but I mean, this game does not set out to evoke an emotional response from the player, but instead it just gives you this feeling of power. I mean, it awakens the inner general inside you, and it lets you take control over what goes on the battlefield. So if you win a battle against all odds, I mean, you get this amazing feeling of power that you are the strategic mastermind in this game. And that's what this game and other RTS games do really well. What really struck me in this game is that the game engine, even from a game from 2006, the engine is really very versatile, which means that you get this map, right? And everything on the map can be destroyed, especially when the fighting starts and grenades are thrown and shots are fired. I mean, you see the devastating results of the combat with huge craters and smoke and fires and buildings that just collapse. And the sound and the music in this game, the sound and the music is just a symphony of death and destruction. So the stuff you'll see and the things that you'll hear is like this overload of war. The player's really bombarded with that stuff, and it's great, but it also wears you down after a while. So you have to take it slowly with this game, just one mission at a time. You know, don't spend hours and hours playing this because you're gonna be tired, really. Gameplay, you have to capture and hold strategic points on the map, because these strategic points, they will generate resources like manpower, like the soldiers, right? The ammo and the fuel, because you need those to build your army. I also love the fact that you can salvage special weapons dropped by the enemy on the battlefield. So if you take in a certain position, and you'll see that there's stuff lying about like machine guns and anti-tank guns and mortars, so you can pick them up and use them for your own army, which really adds to that sense of realism, because I think in real life a battle works like that. You salvage what you can, you use what you can find. I have two problems with this game. First is the campaign. Although the campaign gives you a good variety of offensive and defensive scenarios, and objectives change and are added as you progress in a scenario, it's also very, very, very scripted. It's essentially an extensive tutorial to learn the ropes of the game. Each mission has a lesson to learn, and you need to deal with it in a certain way. I mean, there are scenarios that you can't win, that you have to lose, and you have to retreat your troops and rebuild your army and that sort of thing. It is designed that way. It is designed to teach you the ropes, to teach you how to use a faction, to use its units. That is what the campaign is designed for. If you want to play it your way, play the skirmish mode against the AI. Otherwise, you'll just have to jump through the hoops, basically. Talking about AI, right? I have a problem with the AI as well, although usually it's quite good. It seems that the AI is more interested in just simply sowing chaos without any real plan to win a scenario, or just to gain and hold territories. The AI is more interested in harassing the player than anything else. But still, if you had enough of the massive amount of single-player content that this game has to offer, then you can still try your hand at some multiplayer. But be warned though, because people who are still playing this game are really good, so expect your ass to be kicked. So in conclusion, Company of Heroes is a good RTS, though I just don't like the scripted nature of the campaign, and the AI is sort of lacking here and there. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think, leave comments, and see you next time.